What is going on, guys? Back at it again for another video. You guys know this. It's your boy Careful. Okay, so one of you guys want me to check this one out, man. This is, don't make these mistakes in the Philippines. So apparently, these are some mistakes you're not allowed to make in the Philippines, alright? Because you guys know, well, I was just in the Philippines, but these are, guess, some mistakes you gotta not do in the Philippines. And I'm pretty sure that the taxi scam is gonna be on that, because I don't know if you guys heard about that tax scam that happened to Making It Happen. Yeah, I was like, whoa, that actually does exist, and they caught it on tape, man. Oh, that's scary. But anyways, man, let's not base our thing on that one incident or multiple incidents that happened. Let's just watch this video. Let me give you guys what I think. Let's talk about this. Let's have a little conversation, man, and let's get into this damn video, man. Let's go.
I spent 3 weeks in the Philippines, and only about a week of that was actually spent on beautiful islands like all the ones that we see in pictures. I did my research. I watched all the YouTube videos, I read all the blogs about where to go and what to do, and yet we still had so much trouble.
Really?
We even started questioning ourselves, are we doing something wrong? Why is it so hard to find a nice beach in a country made up of 7,000 islands?
Right?
Now, don't misunderstand me, we did still have an amazing time. But all the mistakes we made could have been avoided if there was more information made available that wasn't just, oh my gosh,
This is why I'm watching this video.
the Philippines is paradise. It is paradise, but you need to know where to find it. And once you do, I promise you, Puerto Princesa and then immediately leave. Unless you're looking for the city life, which can be great as well, leave. Head to the beach. That's why we went to the Philippines, at least, was to go to these beautiful beaches and islands.
Immediately
So
leave.
Tip number 2.
Wow.
Avoid the taxi scams. Obvious. I think most of us know this. Turn the meter on. But if you're new to Asia, something you might not know is that taxi cabs here love to refuse people if it's not going in their desired direction, or maybe it's too far or even too close. So here's a tip. If the cab is refusing to take you for whatever reason they have, and this happened to Jordan and I, with 7 taxi cabs late at night in Cebu refused to take us, and so what we did was when the 8th one came, we just opened the door, we got in, we sat down, we pulled up our map and said, hey, we're going to a friend's house, take us here, we know where we're going. And then he went. Tip number 3, avoid the crowded tours. Everywhere you go, the locals will tell you that to go to this island or to go snorkeling, you need to take a tour or go on a private boat. This is true. However, when you take these tours, you're either going to be offered the ultimate tour, the island hopping tour, all these abundance of tours, and likely there's going to be probably 40 plus people on that tour, and when you go on this tour, you only stay in the different spots for snorkeling and islands for about 30 minutes maximum, and then you're off to the next destination.
That's it?
Which is really frustrating if you don't really want to be rushed and you don't want to be crowded by all these people. You want a relaxing experience.
Exactly.
Or you can take the other route and hire the private boat. But this private boat, depending where you're at, especially in Coron or El Nido, can be very expensive. I'm talking as much as 7,000 pesos, or even heard 15,000 pesos if you got majorly ripped off, which does happen. But maybe you're traveling alone, or you're not staying in a hostel, so you can't really gather up a group of people to split the cost of the private boat, so you have to pay that in full. If you're like us, that wasn't really achievable. It's definitely not in our budget, and it didn't even sound appealing to us. So what we did instead was we found a place kind of more off the beaten track, an area called San Vicente, and this actually offered all the same things except no people and only 3,500 pesos for 2 people to have a private boat. And it was amazing. Here we got to do the same things that you would do in any other tour, except that there were no people. We got to take our time doing whatever it is we want, and it was honestly the best snorkeling of this entire trip.
Honestly, this looks like a swimming pool. It's that clear and you see the reflection off the water. It's just ridiculous.
That's crazy. All to yourself, man. That is beautiful. That is some beautiful underwater life, man, right there.
Number 4. Where do I find a nice white sand beach?
Yeah.
As I mentioned earlier, you would think in a country made up of islands, there would be white sand beaches everywhere you go, right?
Yeah.
They told us that these would be white sand beaches. They're not?
and likely you're gonna stay in these small towns that is nowhere near these nice beaches, unless you can afford to stay on the islands, which is pretty pricey even for the Philippines. Then you're gonna have to take a boat, or you're gonna have to do a private boat, or you're gonna have to do a tour, island hopping for example, and again, you are going to be on a timer. You do not get to decide how long you're gonna stay on that island before you go to the next one, and the next one, and the next one. Even if they're pretty, sometimes you just want to relax, right?
Yeah.
At least for us personally, we just wanted to wake up to a nice beach and have it essentially entirely to ourselves, but it to look like all the pictures. And we finally found that, of course, at the end of our trip. And again, in this area called San Vicente, we stayed in an Airbnb where we woke up to this beautiful beach. And on top of this beautiful beach to ourselves, we got to go to even more beautiful beach when we took our private tour and found the most beautiful island I think that we discovered on our entire trip. That was exactly what we wanted.
I definitely think when I go back to the Philippines, I'm probably gonna do the whole tourist thing, man. I'm sorry. I am going to book like at a tourist resorts and all that stuff, because I really want to get some nice beach, man. At least for a week. Stay a week at a tourist, or maybe a 2 week or two. We'll see.
Nice out. Oh my god.
Now, I'm not saying that the only place in the Philippines to avoid these mistakes is San Vicente. No. That is just where Jordan and I personally found what we were looking for and got away from all these crazy tourists and people. So, you know, other areas like this exist. I mean, the Philippines is made up of islands. So I recommend, if you want to find kind of more relaxation and, you know, beautiful islands to yourself, to look for smaller areas and places a bit more off the beaten track. Maybe close to a big popular destination, but maybe a little bit out of the ways from it. That's what we did, and actually San Vicente is not too far away from El Nido and Puerto Princesa, which is where most people will go. It's just a little bit farther out, so you know, you can find other areas like this. The last thing that I want to talk about that is an obvious one but is very important is number 5, travel in groups. I realize this isn't really possible, especially if you're a solo traveler, and this can be difficult. But the Philippines, like any other country, has its dangers, and these dangers can be found off the beaten path and can be found in the most touristy destinations of that country. Unfortunately, I fell victim to one of these dangers when somebody slipped something into my drink. I wasn't out drinking, I wasn't even at a bar, I was at a cafe when this happened, and all of a sudden I was sitting down, we had moved to a restaurant, and I could no longer read the menu. I immediately lost my appetite and everything kind of got strange.
Oh my god.
I felt like all of a sudden the room was spinning, kind of like a fan would, and it just started spinning faster and faster and faster and faster and faster until I was just losing my mind, and I knew something was severely wrong, and so I kept telling my friend Jordan, like, I'm not okay, like, you might need to call an ambulance, like, I need to get out of here. Thankfully, because I was there with my good friend Jordan, I had somebody who could take care of me, and I had somebody who could put me into the tricycle and take me back to the Airbnb where I would be safe. If she wasn't there, honestly, I don't know where I would be today.
I was just about to say that. I was thinking in my head, I'm like, these two girls are like, they're pretty hot, okay? They're pretty hot, man. And they're out there by themselves. That's terrifying, man. Being, like, as a guy, I was a little bit like, okay, you know what, whatever. I'm a guy, I can handle myself, I thought. But still, I was a little nervous about going someplace. But these two girls, man, I would, like, I don't know. Give them a round of applause. I can't believe they did it, man. Because I would be, honestly, as a female, traveling alone, terrified. Can't do it. But kudos to them.
Now, as I said before, these things happen everywhere, but the Philippines is still fairly new to lots of tourism and might be a bit of a higher risk. That doesn't mean that the Philippines is unsafe. It is still safe to travel. It just means that you should be a bit more cautious, and I recommend, if you're traveling there, to try to travel in groups or at least use the buddy system, especially when you're out at night. Now, I don't want to leave this vlog on a sad note, so let's talk about one of the best things, one of the highlights of this entire trip, and that was at this Airbnb in San Vicente. This Airbnb was just exactly what we wanted. It was on the beach, and the people there were so generous, and they provided us food. They treated us like family.
So apparently our Airbnb is throwing Jordan and I a welcoming party for our first night. Let's go check it out.
That is crazy. You know what? I'm sorry. I so believe that because when I went to the Philippines, man, I felt so welcome. Like everyone, they had a party. Everyone wanted to talk to me. Everyone wanted to meet me. Like, oh my God, I can't believe you're actually here. I got that a lot. And it made me feel like, yo, they wanted to take pictures of me. I felt like actually like a celebrity. That's how I feel. Like I felt so welcomed in their country, man. They really make you feel welcomed. Yeah. That is so cool. Man, and these guys scared to burn themselves? Yes.
But that's not it. They even taught us how to fire dance.
Fire dancing is an art. It is an art, literally, and it's really beautiful. Because the more you love the fire, the more beautiful the patterns you can make. So, that's one.
Well said.
Location, let's focus on communication, cause I just need the time and place to come through.
Of course, that's just practicing. And then the real thing.
No, Poppy, it's okay. You're even better at this than me.
Open.
Oh, she's hella nervous.
With my fingers.
No. Open up. Open up.
Open up what?
Yeah, there, like that.
You just have to not be scared of it.
Do not be scared.
But I didn't do a practice round like Jordan. Oh my God, there's flames.
Hindi. Putol kasi ito.
No, it's Poppy. It's okay.
Just
It's okay if it touches your hand.
like that.
I don't like it.
Oh my God.
way.
Try it. Do it.
No way.
Do it.
Do it.
Just do something you're comfortable with.
I'll be pulling that. If you
Don't burn yourself though.
Do that. Yeah. I'll be taking it if you did something wrong. Don't worry.
Yeah, after you get burnt.
Don't worry.
That's not right. I forgot.
Yeah, don't do this. Do this. Sige lang.
Just do it, girl.
Do this. You can do that. I promise.
Try it.
Just
Yeah,
think
like
of it as the practice ones.
How?
You can do that.
Don't be scared.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Yes. She's liking it now.
Oh, don't panic.
Don't panic. Look at now, she's having some fun with it. Look at that, she's going crazy now. She's got it. That looks cool. That looks super cool, man. Wow. That is insane. Like, this guy's going ham, man. That's insane. That's really cool. That's cool.
This truly was the best way to end our trip to the Philippines and why I'm still in such high spirits about it. Of course, I wish things had gone differently, but I am still very grateful for all the wonderful experiences we shared and all the people we met along the way. And I hope this video still encourages you to visit this amazing country, but at least that you're more prepared than I was. On that, I will end this video, and I guess I'll see you next time, Philippines.
Yes.
Your location, let's focus on communication, cause I just need the time and place to come through.
This vlog is not over yet, sorry. If you guys have any other tips, any other mistakes that I didn't mention, which there are a lot of them, please leave a comment so that other people can see it and other people can have a great time in the Philippines. Some of them are really important. I'll definitely pin them to the top, but please, just so we can help other people really maximize their stay in the Philippines if you plan on visiting. Other thing, a lot of you guys asked me about the gear I use, specifically the Philippines video, because everyone's saying, what camera do you use? What for audio? All these things. I put everything in the description of my videos, and I put links to them as well. So anything you want to know about, you know, song choice, where I stay, everything I put in the description of my videos. So definitely check that out. Okay, the vlog's over. Bye.
Okay, man. Okay. Well, I don't know. She seemed like she really enjoyed her time in the Philippines, man. It seemed like the first couple weeks she was there, she was kind of like, oh, what do I do? That's how I kind of felt. When I was in Manila, I was like, where are the beaches, man? If any of you guys watch my vlogs, you hear me constantly, I need to find a beach. Oh my God, it's hot. So at least now I know for next time I come back to the Philippines, man, I am definitely going to go to Manila, fly out of Manila. Okay, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing, man. I'm going to go fly. Probably going to go to Boracay first. That's the first thing I'm doing. Going to Boracay and seeing some damn beaches. Going to El Nido, seeing some beaches, man. And then I'll think about what else I'm going to do. Because I think I want to like do some hiking. I want to do some rafting. I want to do all that good stuff, man. But this video was very informative, man. I'm going to be checking out a lot of more videos like this. Because this is what I want to do. And I really want to come back to the Philippines, man. Because I feel like since I came back to Canada, being in the Philippines, man, like just the environment and the people around there, man, are fantastic, man. They really make you feel at home, man. Especially I met this amazing group, man. You guys know them, man. Mackie's AT, Mackie's Team PH, man. You guys are amazing. You guys really showed me around, showed me a good time, man. And I really miss so many of you guys, all you guys, man. Jane, Artie, G, you know, what's the other one? Oh, Incar. Of course, you know I miss Incar, man. Incar still messages me. Jane, G, GG. Did I say GG right? Was that GG? Yeah, I did. But anyways, I miss all you guys, man. Every single one of you guys. If I didn't say your name, don't get mad. Don't get mad if I didn't say your name, but I miss every single one of you guys. You guys know I still talk to you here and there. And I can't wait to see you guys again when I come back to the Philippines, man. Alright? Anyways, that's the end of the video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you give me that thumbs up, man. Make sure you comment down below. Did you comment, man? You better comment down below. You know, because I'll be checking those comments, alright? And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.